Welcome to this video with me, Duncan Williamson, in which I'm going to show you how to do correlation matrices in 2 or 3 different ways. Let's start by using the Data Analysis ToolPak in this way. Data, over here, Analyze, Data Analysis. It's a free add-in. And there you are, alphabetical order, correlation, click OK. All you have to do is to complete this dialog box, and for an exercise like this, it's really very simple. The input range is everything, so let's just select that to be sure, and including the headers, except department. I've got 40 rows of data for 6 variables, so I press enter. Excel adds the $signs and so on. In columns, yes. I don't think I've ever done it in rows, by the way. Labels in first row, yes, I made a point of that. And then output, new workbook, new worksheet, or here. I'm going to choose output range here. And for simplicity, I'll put it there. And we're ready. Providing there's nothing wrong with the data, then this will work. And it'll work pretty quickly. Click OK. There it is. The only thing that I do, and I always do it, I recommend you do it, especially if you've got a much bigger matrix than this 6 by 6, is to just change the number of decimal places. Standardize it. I use 4 decimal places. There we are. Number of wells, distance, weight, depth, ton kilometers, fuel cost. And we can now see the relationships between them, if any. Number of wells and fuel cost, no relationship at all. Whereas, let's see, some of these in the middle, 0.9 for weight and depth, 0.84 for distance and depth. So some are highly correlated, some are a bit correlated, and 1 or 2 not correlated at all. Anything wrong with that? Yes. No. It's the right answer. But watch this. Imagine the number of wells for Department A, line 1, isn't 18, but it's 999. Press enter. Look at the correlation matrix. Nothing happened. Nothing changed because it's not dynamic. And that is a problem when you've got, well, 2 things. When you've got a data set that's itself updatable, might be updated, then if you want to keep eyes on your correlation matrix, actually you need to redo it every time. Every time you make a change, it's instantly out of date. Second thing is, if you want to use this worksheet as a template, so you've got this sort of data or 6 columns or 5, n columns of data and n rows, and you simply want to use this now that you've set it up as a template, no good, because it doesn't update. Let me show you then how to make this volatile, no VBA, no Power Query, no Power Pivot, just a little bit of knowledge. So let's go and have a look at that then. I've done it already. And here it is. Watch what happens now when I change that one to 999. Keep your eyes on all of this. Enter. The ones that I had to change have changed. Control Z. And they've gone back to square one. Good. How did I do it? I did it this way. By the way, notice one thing. A correlation matrix often looks like that. Bottom left, triangular, with nothing bottom right, top right. Why? Because this number here is exactly the same as this one here. This one here is the same as this one here. They're just flips. You will see correlation matrices like this one. You can edit it, why bother? It works this way. All you have to do, program that cell there in this way. So the formula, you can see it here and here, correl. Use the indirect function this way. The address you're looking for this one, number of wells against number of wells itself, it's valid, is A4 to A43. And again, it would be A4 to A43. Then with number of wells and distance, it's going to be A4, A43, B4, B43, because the correl function is looking for the one array and another array to make comparisons. This is how it works. So with indirect, what you do is this. K$2, which is the letter A, representing column A, ampersand K$10, which is 4, which represents row 4, then ampersand and put the colon there, the divider in a formula, in an address, then K$2 again, column A, ampersand K$11, which is 43, which is the end of the range. So this will give you A4 colon A10. That's the address of the number of wells. Then it's $I4, which is this letter, ampersand $K$10 for ampersand colon $I4 again A $K11 $K11, which is 43. So that gives me column A against column A. Yeah, I know the answer is 1. Press enter, and the answer is 1. We're expecting that. So what I did was I created that formula there. Then all I did was drag it to the right and then drag all these down. And all I had to do then was to format it. I now have my volatile correlation matrix. The only thing to worry about is this. Do all of my data sets, my data tables, my Excel tables, pivot tables, do they all start in column A? Probably not. In that case, where do they start? And are they 6 or 3 or 10 columns wide? That's up to you, because I can't predict. But in my case, it's column A to column F, and it's row 4 to row 43. Therefore, if it's not A, it's B, not B, C, D, wherever it begins, wherever it steps across to, wherever it begins, wherever it steps down to, that's all you have to do. And remember, you need the number of rows from 4 to 43, wherever your table begins and ends, and that's it. That's now your volatile correlation matrix. Good, that's it. Volatile correlation matrix using the indirect function with me, Duncan Williamson. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.